Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to KocoSports. It's where the world comes to cash, home for common sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. I am the huge one, aka the idiot Dave Koco from DAVCoco.com. We are always doing New Japan, Noah, AEW, DDT, Tokyo Yoshi Pro, Impact, Brawl USA, and then we're expanding every day the coverage on twitch.tv/KocoSports. We're on the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the TikTok at KocoSports. I've been putting off the reviews. This is more of an open letter column, an opinion piece. And I'm probably not going to review the last couple shows. I'm retired. I have the time, but all the reviews are going to be the same. Here you go. We can cut and paste. Ready? The Young Lions are busting their ass. Okada gave up. The booking is the same. There's one good match that when we ask win, loss, or tie, we give it a pity win and possibly a tie. That's not bad, you know? Pity wins, possible ties. Why are we complaining? Because it's the king of sports. And I've been a long time fan. No one has probably covered New Japan longer than me, except Dave Meltzer. If your name's not Dave Meltzer, welcome in, rookie. But I don't know. I don't know if the king of sports is dying, I'm burnt out, a little bit of both. And that's what I'm going to go over here right now. Because, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, they were the king of sports. No one in the world was better. And then it was, they're the best athletes and they have bad booking. Now it's like, well, we've been watching a long time. I guess it's good. I mean, and especially if you get that sports fan mentality or that corporate mentality where you have to blindly defend something. And I've never been that guy. I probably will never be that guy. And some of it is not their fault. Some of it is the king of sports hit hard times. But a lot of it is their fault. AEW, okay, I call that a push. Because, granted, they didn't know they were going to start their own company. With that said, they also didn't sign them to long-term contracts. And I'm going to give this one a push. I've been self-employed. A lot of my friends have been self-employed. We've all made bad decisions. A lot of people say like, oh, well, King of Sports died. The king died when AEW started their own thing. And I don't think that's the case. I think it hurt it a lot. I think some of it is their fault. Some of it's not. I do think it's a bump in the road. And I always describe it as AEW is a bump in the road. And then they decided to avoid the bump by running off the cliff. Yeah, so AEW is a factor, but some of it's their fault. Some of it's not their fault. We're going to call it a push. The cases, aka I'm not going to say what the sniffles are, but we all know. We all know why we've been hanging out inside all the time. You know, I know. YouTube won't let me say it, even though I don't get dick from YouTube. But you know why we've been inside. It's to watch KocoSports on Twitch, right? That's not the reason why we've been staying inside. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's because of that. Okay. No one handled it worse. Not WWE, not Impact, not AEW, not Noah, not DDT. No form of sport or entertainment or sports entertainment or pro wrestling handled the cases worse than New Japan did. They did. They handled it. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, Wrestle Kingdom didn't do that good. The attendance was down. I went there 3 days in a row. Day one was the Rice Bowl. An American football championship has been around for years and has never fucking sold out or made a dent. That league is improving. It was loud. It was crazy. It was beautiful. It was packed. Night one. Steal a line from fucking the Young Kids or MJF. Mid as fuck. Night 3, when it was night 2 of New Japan, 3 nights of the Kingdom I went to, it was the most embarrassing moment I've ever been. And I've been a Giants fan. They spend a lot of money. They can embarrass you. That I've ever seen at the Tokyo Dome. At the Tokyo Dome. So, everyone dealt with it more. So I'm going to go with that's on you, New Japan. That's on you. Booking. No, I love about these positive PDs. I come on here, I rant, I fucking rave, and they're like, you're fucking negative. And it plays out. But do they fucking come back? Do they come back and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I messed up? Because I eat crow all the fucking time. There should be a goddamn video of me just going, hey, dude, I was wrong on that. But when I'm fucking right, and you guys are like, you're just fucking negative. Do you fucking return? Do you return? Evil. Oh, the video package was already made. How fucking hard is it to make a video package? I literally fucking get a video package made in like 32 seconds. James Legend, Brawl USA, hey, fucking Jerry. Just kidding. Jerry ain't gonna do dick. Sorry, Jerry. Click. Sid's Light. It's not that fucking hard to get a goddamn video package made. Oh, fucking A. Oh, all of a sudden, watch this. Watch how hard it is. You ready? You ready? You ready for this? We're a wrestling stream, right? We're a wrestling YouTube. Watch this. Watch this. Holy fuck, we're a baseball show now. Actually, there's a pro wrestling magazine that's called Baseball Weekly in Japan, but that's not the point. Oh, that was always planned. KocoSports was always going to be a baseball show. By the way, has anyone come back and said that whole fucking evil thing was a bad mistake? No, I'm the fucking negative one, right? Anyway, so that is totally in their hands. That's on them. That's minus fucking 1,000 points. Minus a fucking billion points. That is the fucking dagger that keeps stabbing the king in the head. Here's the lion. You're like, no, lion, no. Ah, booking. Woo! So that's the fucking thing. And of course, Japan recently, I've busted New Japan's balls about their attendance. I busted their balls about night 2 of Wrestle Kingdom, where the place was fucking empty. People booed the IWGP title, and people fucking cheered Noah's invasion. We are Noah. And so, we're everything. But Japan, I have to be honest, the cases are all-time high. I don't know about all-time high, but they're spiked up big time. There's rumblings about maybe no more live events. The Japan economy has crashed, and it is crazy hot. There's a heat wave going on. So, that's not their fault. That's not their fault. Some things are their fault, some things are not. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just burnt out because I've watched it for so long, or maybe the king is dying because it's not the king of sports. Yesterday on twitch.tv/KocoSports, we watched 3 events. Was it better than Ring of Honor? Okay, so you're the king. Fucking Ring of Honor just whooped your ass. All right, maybe the king of sports only in Japan. DDT had a better fucking performance. So we watched ROH, DDT, and New Japan Pro Wrestling yesterday on Twitch. Watch parties. Make sure to join us. You got the fucking bronze because Tokyo Yoshi Pro took the night off. That's why you got the bronze. That's the king of sports. That's the fucking king of sports. All right. Hey. Maybe that's what fucking the king's doing. I ask my American friends and Japanese friends. I like to see. Because to steal a line from the great Muda, the king worships a god that does not love them. Some reason, New Japan feels like they have to be an 80s fucking cartoon version of WWF. Oh, God, a wrench. And they think they're doing good in America. Okay. Well, what are those ratings? What are those ratings? If you ain't attached to AEW, what the fuck you doing? You ain't attached to AEW, what the fuck you doing? You're AEW's cousin at best in America. I asked my American friends. Granted, you have to call it down the middle. It's a weird time that it comes on. I know Rant and Review still watches. He's a little more positive than me. Rick, I have to beg him to come to watch parties. I'm like, yo, Rick, we're going to watch DDT. I'm in. Rick, I'm going to watch Noah. I'm in. Rick, we're going to watch Togiyoshi Pro. Fucking damn, I'm in. Rick, we're going to watch AEW. I'm in. Rick, we're going to watch New Japan. I'll call you during the finals, man. I love Rick Knight today, too. Make sure to check him out on the Twitch machine. He's a good dude. And people on Twitch, I just recently, behind the scenes, I messaged them. I was like, guys, are you enjoying New Japan? Like, nah, not really. We just hang out with you. Like, I was like, all right. So I just want it to be good. Then I asked my Japanese friends. Bring. Hideki Matsui? I didn't call Hideki Matsui. It'd be fucking awkward. I called my wrestling buddy friends. Bring. Hello. And I asked them. And I got 3 different opinions across the board. One is like, I'm watching it, but why are they so tired? These are like maybe 10%, and I'm being very generous with that 10%. 10% of the people I contacted, I did a little research. I got like about 20, 25 fucking Japanese wrestling fans. About less than 10% say, I'm watching. I'm like, what do you think so far? And I'm like, why are they so tired? I'm like, what do you mean? It's like it's night 1 of the G1. They're acting like they're fucking dead tired already. Why are the athletes so tired? And I'm like, I don't know. And then someone even made the joke of the G1 finals are just going to be 2 old men in a recliner breathing heavy. They're like, yeah, we understand that the G1's a tournament, but your first match, you're fucking tired. What the fuck are they doing back there? My favorite fucking line of this fucking phone call, fucking bizarre, fucking checking in with people, is from iJapan. Saying Okada to be on the card at this point in his career is false advertisement. It's false advertisement. That's not Okada. That's not Okada. He married a very wealthy woman and mailed it in. And here's the thing. We all fucking fall. We all fall. Ibushi falls to an injury. Okay? Naito falls to being held together by duct tape and injuries, even though he's really getting healthy and coming back, but he's still hurt. Tanahashi, age catches up with you. Okada might be the worst decline of any professional wrestler. Any sport athlete of all time. Is he injured? I don't fucking know. Is he old? No. He went on decline fast. Like Tanahashi's decline. Whew. Naito's decline with injuries. Whew. Okada gets married. Like, I would rather, and I'm a huge Okada fan. Buy all the merch. Been cheering for him. Been putting him over on this channel for years. Retire. If that's the effort you're gonna put in, don't fucking wrestle. I've never seen a professional athlete that wasn't in a car accident, that wasn't majorly injured, or that didn't fucking, no, even age, you like decline slowly. Maybe a boxer with a knockout, maybe, but even then, there's like months between fights. I've never seen an athlete just literally give up. Unless that's booking and that's his gimmick. You know, there's a joke. A joke from my Japanese friends were, wake me up when Okada tries. And now the joke is, this is false advertisement. Okada's not there. That's not Okada. Fuck you. Go home to your wife and kids. Go home to your wife and kids. We don't fucking need you like that. If we're gonna fucking die and lose, let's fucking die and lose on a goddamn battlefield with troops that are willing to fucking fight. Go home. Go home, Okada. We don't fucking need you if you're not gonna try. So, there you go. And then, I also call Japan friends. And when the king dies, their kingdom gets broken up. There's the one guy who finishes it like a sports fan. He's like, no, I watched New Japan my whole life. Gotta watch it now. You know, I was that way with WWE. I was that way with WCW. I was that way with ECW. I don't know if I'm going to be that way with New Japan. You slowly watch them die. That's a small percentage of fans. For WWE, that's about less than 2 million. 5 million. Let's talk the other 5 million, or the other large chunk. And this is where my other two groups of friends land on. All right, so we have Mockery, and that's all who's watching. No one else is fucking watching and enjoying this product that I fucking contact. And like I said, I contacted, I believe, 25 to 32 people, but not everyone got back. So I contacted like 32 people, like 24-ish came back. So the small percentage is mocking it and fucking going, I don't know how much longer I'm going to watch this shit. Now, let's go to the bigger percentage. The bigger percentage, when the king dies, no matter if it's WWE, New Japan, All Japan, WCW, when the king dies, his kingdom splits up into two groups. One group that looks for an alternative. We are Noah. And the other group who gives up on pro wrestling. When WCW went out of business, when when WCW went out of business, when ECW went out of business, when All Japan fell, when New Japan fell the first time, half the fans stopped watching, and the other half find alternatives. I've talked to fans that were diehards. We watched every fucking show together. We talked about it. We broke it down. We had fun. I loved hearing their different opinions, their different views on it. They're just like, I'm done watching. Maybe I'll come back for Kingdom. That's it. So you just lost half your fucking fan base. You could turn it around and get them back. But did WWE turn it around? Did All Japan turn it around? Did New Japan, the first fall, turn it around? Now, some people are like, we've seen hard times before. And those guys, God bless them. God bless them. Now, the other half are like, oh, no, I just watch Noah. Why the fuck would I watch New Japan? And Noah's very close. If Noah's not number one in Japan right now, they're 1A. They're right on their fucking tail. And here's the thing. Dick Togo is going to be going to Noah. If Dick Togo has a good match on Noah, New Japan, you have a legit problem. Because everyone that leaves New Japan and goes to Noah, bust their ass and try. Everyone that goes to Noah and heads over to New Japan, mails it the fuck in and gives up on life. But there's more. Dick Togo is a bag of shit. If he goes to fucking Noah on Peter Pan and he has a good match, what the fuck does that say about your company? I know it sounds weird. A bag of shit like Dick Togo can fucking prove that your company is worthless. Your company is done. So there you go. Jay White, Ghetto, you got everything you want. Save us. Ghetto, let's talk one more thing. Booking. Every foreigner's the fucking same. Every fucking foreigner is the same. Now, there's a couple that are like, they're not fully full-blown. Leather jacket, foreigner, bad guy, insults. They're all the same. During this conversation with my Japanese friends, all of them were like, why are everyone being like Finn Balor? Why is everyone like Prince Devitt? Prince Devitt got over. And ever since Prince Devitt got over, you booked every fucking foreigner like that. Juice Robinson is a fucking joke. Oh, Juice Robinson was over. He was original. He was different. He fucking rocked the Tokyo Dome with Cody Rhodes. And you made him like a rejected Prince Devitt. They're all wannabe Prince Devitts. Jay White, in the ring they're different. But that has nothing to do with booking. Their characters are all the same. Leather jacket, sassy attitude, doesn't like Japan. Who am I talking about? The whole fucking roster of foreigners. That's who I'm talking about. Leather jacket, sassy attitude, don't like Japan. Woo-wee. Start fucking counting them up, boys. Start counting them up. Oh, but they're fucking different. We'll all play different than Jay White. Jay White are fucking different than fucking... No, are they? Zack Sabre Jr. Fucking different. Are they? Are they? Are they fucking different? If you put all of them in a book, people would be like, well, it's all the same person hanging out. It's like, oh, okay. Fucking got it. Oh, man. I don't know. I think I'm just burnt out. I don't know if the king is dying. I don't know if I need a fucking break. I promised you I'd review every G1, and I failed. And it's not like I don't have the time. I'm literally retired. You want a G1 review? Okay, here we go. The young lions are fucking busting their ass. Everyone else is mailing it in. Okada's a piece of shit. And wow, you need to watch this one match because this one match is the only thing worth watching on the whole show. That is day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, fucking 7. I don't know what day we're on, but trust me, it's fucking all the reviews. It's all of them. Be like, oh, there was an upset. Of course. Of course, it's ghetto. If there's 50 upsets in a tournament, it's not an upset, it's bad booking. If there's 50 upsets in a tournament, it's not an upset, it's bad booking. And of course, you got the old, is Jay White good? Of course, he's improved a lot. Is fucking Taichi good? I don't fucking know. You know what keeps me up at night? This is the only thing that keeps me up at night. Has Taichi improved, or is the rest of the roster and our standards dropped? Would you want Taichi on that Ring of Honor pay-per-view? You wouldn't. Would you want Taichi to show up at Peter Pan? You wouldn't. Would you want Taichi at the next Impact? You wouldn't. So has the King standards dropped, or has Taichi improved? Is there any match on the Ring of Honor card that wouldn't have been better than last night's G1? That's a legit question. That's a legit fucking question. Is there one match on the ROH pay-per-view card that wasn't better than all the matches combined? Well, not combined. That's not fair. That's fucking, you're starting to do math and science and shit. Pick the worst match at ROH and compare it to the rest of the G1 card of last night. I think ROH wins. I think ROH wins the hands down. And if you're into extreme comedy, DDT won. DDT had better matches in ring. Noah is better at fucking everything. But here's one thing. Let's leave on a good note. Asahi TV. Yes, they don't know fair use. Asahi TV. Yes, their CEO laundered money to their golf buddies. Asahi TV, yes. Their sports reporters told everyone not to go to the Olympics, but then they went to a bar and threw a woman off the second floor. All that is true. But this is also true. They're pretty goddamn good. I don't know where the New Japan line ends and the Asahi TV line begins, but even though they are the worst human beings ever and they make Vince McMahon look like a saint, they do a good job at presentation. Like, I looked at the presentation of night 2, of Wrestle Kingdom, you had no idea that place was empty as it was. You watched, you watch other promotions, and you're like, you forget how good New Japan is at camera work. So, you know, let's call them the king of cameras. That's what they are. They're the king of cameras. Welcome to the king of cameras, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Kevin Kelly, I love you, brother, but how do you do it? How do you stay positive? How? I'm burnt out. I'm crazy. I'm not going to fucking review the llast couple days. I'm just not. I'm retired. I have the time. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm just not doing it. Not doing it. I will still do the watch parties, hoping that I've become, history repeats itself. Instead of John Cena, it's Okada. Instead of Vince McMahon and creative, it's ghetto. And I sit there going, one day it will be better. Now, Ghetto at New Japan, I have one question for you. Will it ever be better? Like, comment, subscribe. With that, I'm still going to do the watch parties on twitch.tv/KocoSports. Is it because I get paid a lot more there? You be the judge of it. I'm a sellout bitch. Also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, KocoSports. I love you, dudes. I think Rant and Review will be doing reviews. I hope so. I hope someone covers it. I'm burnt out, boys. I'm burnt out, and I hope you understand. Dude, king of sports. It's sad when a king falls. Fight, you motherfuckers, fight. With that, I am over. Hey, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.